Push your hip up. Relax your shoulders and hands. Relax the 6 points. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om. Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Deva. Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraha. Thirairangai Stushtvagum Swastanubhi. Yashema Deva Hitai Yadayuh. Swastina Indra Vritrashravah. Swastina Pusha Vishwavedah. Swastina Starksho Arishtanemihi. Swastino Brihaspatir Dadhato. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Sure. So, are there any newcomers today, or we are continuing with who was there? Any newcomers today? Well, absolutely no clue.
Anand over here, new to session.
Sorry?
Anand over here, new to the session.
Anand here, new to the session, right? Okay. Have you seen the videos before from the last class at least? Some of the classes?
No.
No, you have not. It's in YouTube.
Yeah.
So go through that. Okay, I will try to.
I think the Dana Pandian and Dr. Krishnamurthy are also new.
Oh, right. Okay, so 3 people. So I will go through the basics again, and we will start with a basic technique, and we will continue in the next class. I wanted to teach that Goraksha technique, but yeah.
Dana Pandian and Dr. Krishnamurthy, can you switch on your video, please?
Dr. Krishnamurthy. Maybe they are not prepared for the video. It's all right. No problem. 3 people new. That's enough. Check. So before we sit for meditation in the meditation class, why I decided to go only with meditation is because there is enough fitness going on. So you all know how to stretch and how to loosen up. And I also did some Hatha Yoga classes. So you all know some basic stretching and basic loosening up. We all know that. So I don't want to waste time on that. And I want to go into these serious topics, which is usually not dealt with. Right. So before we start the session, what you have to do, like around 6 o'clock maybe, or 5:50 or 5:55, we are starting at Indian time 6:15, right? So before this, what we'll say 15 minutes, 20 minutes before, I do a few stretchings, like a couple of sit-ups, like squats, forward bend, bending both the legs and loosening basically you need to loosen the hip joint, and you will have to relax the lower back, loosen the stress in your neck and shoulder area, and overall circulation. You have to just get the circulation going on, and some breathing, stretching, and then loosen your arms and hamstrings. These basic stretches, if you do that and then relax with the deep breathing for a couple of times, and then come and sit for the meditation session. So whatever we learn, one, you will be alert to take the ideas inside, and also when we are trying the technique out, your body will cooperate better and your alertness will be better, right? And also when we do a little bit, we also try to do a little bit meditation in the class, not just learn. So when we do that, they will not sleep, you will not doze off. So always any meditation session, prior to that, please do some kind of stretching. Even if you are in office, you're going to meditate before lunch, you can do some stretches in the chair. There are some chair yoga or whatever is going on, and you can see that in YouTube. Find some stretches and just do something, some breathing, stretching, and loosening up. And then after that, you start your meditation. It takes only 5 minutes. This is the recommended routine. Some kind of stretching and loosening up, stretching up, and then some breathing, deep breathing, and you go to meditation. Right. Now, when we start deep breathing, it's not hyperventilation. It's not this bhastrika and very there are these violent things like doing like this. No, not all that. Just simple deep breathing a few times. Maybe you can retain the breath for a couple of seconds, 4 or 5 seconds, or you can do a nadi shuddhi. Mild kapala bhati maybe, but if you're doing it somewhere, if you're not doing it in your own place, it's going to look weird. So a mild kapala bhati, like that, a few bellows, and then inhale and hold, exhale, and then some nadi shuddhi is always good. You close your right nostril, inhale in the left, exhale in the right, inhale in the right, exhale in the left. It's called alternate nostril breathing, or anuloma viloma in North India. So you can do that. If there are Brahmins who are doing Sandhya Vandanam, simply you can do your Ombu 5 or 6 times. Ombu will be good. You can do that. But Ombu is not this. I've seen people do Ombu. They do Sandhya in the house. They do Ombu like this. That's not Ombu. You have to inhale in the right, hold, inhale up to Om Satyam, and then hold. Beyond the Ratyat, and then open the left. So this is one Ombu. So like that, 6. Generally, in South India, we do like inhale in the left and exhale in the right. But they said traditionally it is supposed to be inhale in the right and exhale in the left. It doesn't matter. Whatever you are used to, do that. Right? When we inhale in the right nostril, hold and exhale in the left nostril, there is more prana available to the body, and you get more grounded, and then it stabilizes in the nabi. When you inhale in the left, hold and exhale in the right, the background mind becomes more alert. The subconscious mind becomes more alert. So depending on the meditation, you can change it. It works. Check. So now coming to meditation. Dhyana. Meditation, dhyana, zen, yoga, it's all the same thing. There are 2 aspects to it. 1, arriving at a state of consciousness. We are trying to arrive at a state of consciousness and sustain it. This is one kind of meditation. Another, we need to silence the noise. Basically, there is a lot of background noise in our head. So we want to silence that and experience some kind of peace. And then our conscious mind is there. We are not doing much with the conscious mind. We are doing something that will silence the background, the subconscious noise. And after that, the conscious mind doesn't know what to do, right? So it is important that conscious mind, what we call as buddhi, the thinking mind, the deliberately thinking mind that is driven by our ego, by our personal will. So this mind needs to have a clarity on what to dwell upon. The thinking mind, the intellect needs to have a clarity on what to dwell upon. That is why there are these different techniques in the market that give you a nice experience. That laya, what you call as laya in transcendental meditation. And we also have in tantric meditation. What I wanted to teach today is focused on getting a state of laya. But these meditations, once you get that state of laya, a kind of an absorption, your thinking, willful mind doesn't know how to handle it. Generally, this is what happens. It's like a psychedelic experience. Sometimes when you use powerful techniques, you will get some kind of an altered state of being, which our willful thinking mind does not know how to handle. You don't know what to do at the time. Either some people panic. I am not joking. I was telling a friend of mine to simply watch the breath, nothing else. I just told him, relax. Relax is the same, relax the points. And don't interfere, just listen to the breath. The breath comes in, the breath goes out. Just keep listening. And I asked him to focus on the gap between 2 breaths. And out of the blue, he was gripped by a very strong fear. And then he came out, oh, I got so much fear out of nothing. So we don't know what is beneath the surface for many of us. When we are constantly focused on controlling our situations, controlling our responses. We are constantly focused on living our fake lives. What happens? The more and more fake life we live, the more subliminal conflict, that what you call as cognitive dissonance. The more cognitive dissonance you sustain in your daily life, and there is a lot of tension beneath the surface. So you have to be on your guard all the time. If you let your guard down, whatever is there, like in dreams, for example, how the dreams come, in the same way, the subconscious mind opens up. So whatever opens up from beneath, when the surface relaxes, the surface tension relaxes, whatever opens up from beneath, we should know how to handle it. So the thinking willful mind, the thinking willful us, we need to have two things. We need to have clarity on a framework of interpretation, a clarity on how things are, what is what. We need to have that clarity. And we need to have a clarity of purpose. Why you are doing this meditation right now, what you want to work towards. So if you have a very clear purpose, no matter what kind of disturbance or what kind of experience life or the mind throws at us, we will know how to keep our ground because we have clarity of purpose. And the entire experience, the entire terrestrial and also psychological experience, everything wraps around our purpose. So this is how life goes. The moment you have a purpose, the inner life, excuse me, the moment you have a purpose, the inner life and the outer life wraps around your purpose, and life moves around your purpose. The whole life aligns, outer life and inner life, everything aligns around your purpose. This is the basic mechanism. What brings life together and the forces of life together and moves you forward is your purpose. So the more the clarity we have in our sense of purpose, so what we want to do, I'm not talking about a big meaning for life and all that, that's all great, but I'm talking about the moment, a given moment, when you are in a task, we have to have clarity of purpose of why I am doing this, what I am working towards right now. So this is one of the things mainly missing in meditation. If you listen to, I can share the YouTube links. I have uploaded the classes in YouTube. So the last 4 classes, the newcomers, please listen to that. I have covered a lot of basics in that. So you have 1 week time until the next class. So you listen to the Let's Meditate 5. You have 5 days. It takes an hour. Please find time and then listen to that every day, 1 episode, and you will get the idea and make some notes. Maybe if you have some doubts, you can write it down and then you can message me and I will get back to you with the reply. So I have dealt with a lot of these basics on clarity and the concept of mind, this buddhi, chitta, ahankara, and things like this. So we need to go through that. And there is a text, a Vedanta text called Tattva Bodha. So there are a lot of teachers, Vedanta teachers, who teach Tattva Bodha. You can choose any of the teachers from anybody who has studied traditionally properly, Vedanta teacher. You can choose that. Tattva Bodha will do the job. You go through a Tattva Bodha course. It's there in YouTube. You have audio lectures everywhere. You have a book. So it will give you the clarity on the basic structure of the mind, the self, and all that. So that clarity would do. So you don't have to go into very, a lot of text. There are layers and layers of clarity. We don't need to go into that. I am basically using this the Vedanta framework for the purpose of meditation, and I will use a little bit of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Yoga Darshana and Vedanta Darshana. That is the framework I am using for dealing with mind and the experiences and the techniques of meditation. Even I may use tantric meditations, but from this Gorakhnath and all that, Nath tradition meditations I might use, Zen meditations I might use, but I am doing all that in the framework of Vedanta and Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Yoga Darshana. So this is the framework I'm using. Okay, right. So we will try a small technique today. We'll do for 15 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes. If you have any stiffness in your joints, in your legs, or in your neck, please loosen it up. Feel free to open your legs, shake it a little bit, and then bring it back. Ready? And sit straight. So you keep your left hand down like this and the right hand on top of this, like this. Under, on your, in between your, under your, under the lower abdomen. And then push it down and lift your shoulder up. Take the head slightly back and bend it slightly forward. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Exhale completely. Relax your shoulders. Relax your belly. Sit easy. Head is slightly bent forward. Slightly, gently. Just like hip is propped up. Pushing the hip joint forward. That will keep your body straight. Open your teeth. Do not clench your teeth. The upper row and the lower row of the teeth should not touch each other. The tip of the tongue can touch the roof of the mouth just behind your upper row of teeth. Like when you say la, kal, when you say that, no? Kal, the tongue touches the upper palate just behind the upper row of teeth. So this is the asana. Just stay like that. Feel your body. Relax your tongue. Now the tongue need not touch up anymore. Just relax it. The rows of teeth are not touching each other. Shoulders are relaxed. The fingers in your hands are relaxed. Abdominal muscles are relaxed. Abdominal muscles are relaxed. Feel your thighs down up to the feet. Feel the relaxation inside your feet. The toes are relaxed. Feel the bottom of your body, where the body is sitting. The sense of weight of the body while you sit. The balance. Relax the muscles around your anus, the groin area. Feel the effort that you're making in the lower back to keep the posture up. This is the only effort. And other than this, feel the relaxation in the rest of the body. Feel the relaxation in the upper back. Feel the relaxation inside the back of the neck. Feel the relaxation inside your head. Forehead. The relaxation in your forehead, in your eyebrows. The muscles of your eyes. The muscles of your eyes. The eye muscles are relaxed. You can feel the relaxation. The mouth, the jaw. Feel the relaxation in your jaw, the muscles around your mouth. The shoulders, hands, abdominal muscles. Listening to the movement of the breathing as it is happening naturally. When we were busy doing other things, the breathing takes care of itself. We did not do anything to conduct the breathing. The body knows to breathe based on the oxygen demand. It's a process going on all the time. Just have this understanding. Your goal now is to not interfere in the breathing process while you are being aware of the breathing process. You are aware of the rhythm of the breathing, the natural rhythm of the breathing, and not doing anything about it, letting it be, with understanding that the body knows to breathe. Because when you slept last night, the body was breathing. That's why you are awake now. So we apply this understanding that the body knows to breathe. Do not make any effort to control the breathing. enjoy the natural rhythm of the breath while you are committed to keeping this posture. Hip up, back straight, 6 points relaxed. The 6 points are eyes, mouth, shoulders and hands, abdominal muscles, your toes, inside the back of the neck. When you feel a little directionless or a little spaced out, you can get back to checking these 6 points to see if they are relaxed and the posture is okay. The 6-point relaxation is okay. And then come down through the front side of the body to the belly. And you're aware of the rhythm of the breathing as it happens naturally while you remain effortless. Effortless awareness, non-interfering attention, effortless attention on the rhythm of the breathing as it happens naturally. You may have an attitude of listening. A listening attitude might help. Like as though the breath is going to tell you something. Do not try to control any thoughts. It's all right if you have some thoughts going on. As long as you are able to stay with the rhythm of the breathing, you are good. You have to check only these three things. Body is straight, the 6 points are relaxed, you are aware of the rhythm of the breathing. That's it. Just keep coming back to this. Whatever suggestion comes from the mind, from the background, from your memory, whatever pops up in your attention, in your thoughts, do not control it, do not go behind it. Just remember, you have to be aware of the rhythm of the breathing. Only remember. It's very important to keep your eye muscles relaxed. You are not visually focusing on your belly. You are keeping your eyes relaxed and feeling inside the body the touch sensation of the sense of expansion when the breath comes in and the relaxation or contraction when the breath goes out. That sensation is what you are paying attention to. You may combine a willful, conscious thought process with this observation. As your attention stabilizes, think one when the breath comes in and two when the breath goes out. Again, three when the breath comes in, four when the breath goes out. Like that, count up to 10. 10 will be with exhale. Once you have reached 10, stay quiet without counting and come back to starting the counting from 1 to 10. One to 10, a few breaths without counting. Again 1 to 10, a few breaths without counting. Again 1 to 10. That's it. As you start counting, watch that tendency that arises in you to arrive at 10. Just become aware of the tendency. Don't indulge in that. Don't make that tendency to make you breathe faster to reach the 10. You are not interfering with the breath. You're only remembering to count when the breath moves. After every movement of the breath, you make one count. After inhale, think 1. After exhale, think 2. When you reach 10, you remember to stop counting for a couple of breaths. And again, remember to start counting. Notice the difference in that urge that rises. When you start counting and when you're going towards 10, when you start counting, there may be an urge to reach 10. And after you stop counting, there will be an extra relaxation in your background. Inside you, that urge will not be there. That thing, it's a very, very subtle thing. It suggests, like a suggestion, a kind of a keenness, a sense of keenness arises in your system when you are counting with the breath. And when you stop counting and just observe the breath, that keenness drops. Notice the difference. After you finish this set of counting, you can stop and just listen to the breathing without any agenda. Listen to the silence between two movements of the breath. Listen to that moment of silence between two movements of the breath. After the inhale, before the exhale. After the exhale, before the inhale. Just listen to that moment. Observe that, feel that moment. From the breath, the rhythm of the breath, the movements of the breath, you are shifting your attention to the gap between two movements of breath. Now, every time the breath goes out, exhale completely, empty the lungs, full exhale. Feel the contraction in the abdomen. Let go, allow the breath to come in. And as the breath starts going out, full exhale. At the end of exhale, feel the contraction in the abdomen. Complete exhale, let go. After 3 times or 4 times complete exhale, after the last exhale, just let go and sit quietly. Wait for the inhalation to become a little stronger naturally. You may not have the urge to breathe for a few seconds, and then the natural breath starts. Notice that transition. Then take a deep inhale. And gradually relax and exhale gradually. Relax. Observe the natural breathing, the moment between the two breaths, the moment between the two movements of breath, between inhale and exhale, and between exhale and inhale. When you get a decent clarity there, then do this exhale completely, let go. Again, exhale completely, feel the contraction, keeping the breath outside for a second, let go, allow the breath to come in. Again, exhale completely, feel the breath, feel the contraction, and keep the breathlessness for a second, let go. 4 or 5 times like this, then let go and wait for the natural inhaling to start. After you do this full exhale 4 or 5 times, and when you let go, you will not have the urge to breathe. The natural urge to breathe will not be there for a couple of seconds. And after that, the urge to inhale will awaken in the body, and there will be a bit of stronger inhalation. Notice that transition. Notice that transition. From suspension of the urge to breathe to beginning of the natural urge to breathe. In the body, it's a sensation in the body. Notice the inner sensation during this transition. After you notice that, in the next inhale, take a deep inhale, gradual exhale, relax. Come back to listening to the rhythm of the natural breathing while you are remaining effortless. Stay like that for a couple of minutes and gradually come out of the meditation. Why? Rubbing your palms and keeping the palms against your eyes and slowly come out. Take your time, take your time. Okay. So whoever is done, you may loosen up your legs a little bit. Check if the blood is okay. Don't stand up suddenly. When we are finished, just don't stand up suddenly. Just open your legs a little bit, let the blood flow again properly. Flex your ankles, flex your toes, and lift your arms up. Deep inhale and exhale. Flex your shoulders, neck, shoulders. Loosen the hips, legs, feet, ankles, toes. Get back to awareness of the body, blood flow, everything. And after that, you do the next task. So that's how you come out of meditation, right? Okay. Now, today, I gave you 2 or 3 techniques around the breathing that is supposed to awaken a certain kind of inner awareness. And I will tell you what. I will continue with that in the next class. And that awareness we are going to use for auto-suggestion, where we combine it with the breathing. It's a technique very widely used by Tibetan monks. It's a very powerful technique. They combine a positive thought with the inhaling force, and they combine a negative thought in the sense letting go of negative, the intention of letting go of some negative or removing some negative is combined with the exhaling force, and the idea of taking in or identifying with a positive or awakening a positive idea is associated with the inhaling breath or inhaling urge, the urge to inhale. So we have to learn to combine this auto-suggestion with the breathing. The auto-suggestion with the breathing is not words. It is the awakening of the meaning of the word. So when I say apple, you get the idea of apple. When you say apple, what comes to mind? The color, the texture, the taste. It's a fruit or something. Suppose if you had just read an article about how much apple is good for some cholesterol management, that idea, whatever, all of that combines and comes in one shot like a vritti, a thought formation. When you say apple, right? Similarly, if you say I am healthy, when you just say I am healthy, there is a feeling. The meaning of the word, when you say a word, the meaning of the word awakens behind it, right? So that is the level we will have to operate in meditation. That is the level we will have to, operate while we are staying at the root of the urge to breathe. Then what happens? Your sankalpa and prana become one. When our sankalpa and prana become one, it has an impact on the actual reality that we live, right? So this is the concept behind it. I am taking you step by step towards that. So for that, the more you do this meditation, the better will be your skill set in operating that technique. So these are all real-time techniques. You can completely change the way an atmosphere is. That you can completely change the way something has affected you. You can do a lot of inner cleaning, outer cleaning. It's a very powerful technique which you can all use. It's a nice tool. You can play with that too, right? So, so please practice this. The technique I taught you, the 3 steps. Basically the attention on the breathing while you are relaxed, counting the breath 1 to 10, and becoming aware of that urge, that keenness that arises when you go towards 10, and then stopping the counting and seeing that keenness dropping, noticing that movement, So as I told you in the previous videos, we are developing the meditation muscle, right? So we are developing certain inner skill sets. And then when there is a purpose to achieve, we are using all those skill sets and we are using all those abilities of attention that we have developed, the subtle abilities, and we are applying those abilities in a context. So that is the purpose of learning meditation, so that we are able to handle our mind, learn to become more familiar with our mind. First we learn not to be affected by the mind. Then we understand the mind. Then we learn how to use the mind. So that is the whole purpose of the Let's Meditate course. Right? So take care. So whoever is new, kindly watch the previous videos. The YouTube links, I am requesting Mr. Sundar to give. It is there in my channel. I don't know where to post. Maybe I'll post in the chat here. It's all my Let's Meditate. There will be a set of videos in my channel, or I can send you the links.
I will share the channel link, YouTube link.
Right. Thank you. We will finish the class. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sakaviryam Karavavake Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma Vidvishavake. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vadishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat. Thank you. Have a meditative weekend while you have fun.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I heard somewhere that if you sit facing east, it will be more beneficial. Is there something like that, or?
Definitely. In the morning, east, in the evening, west. If you are doing things connected with detachment and vairagya, you can sit facing north. And if you're doing something that is connected with jnana, that is connected with contemplative practice based on understanding, you can face south. Generally, east and west. For grihasthas, they say east in the morning, west in the evening.
Sir, I want one. I have a query in that meditation. This is my first session with you.
Okay.
Can you hear me? I want previous links of YouTube channel of the meditations, the basic ones and related
Right.
to posture.
I will share it in the group.
He
You
will
can
share it.
access it.
Mr. Sundar will share it. Yes.
Oh.
Right. Okay.
In that WhatsApp group or in that Zoom itself?
WhatsApp.
There is no WhatsApp group for this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if they start a group, I'm happy to join. There was a group for yoga. I don't know if that can be continued and the people can be added to that. That group
Yeah.
is,
So we have a separate group for the team. So I can add you there. It's not a problem. We communicate. Apart from the yoga, there are other things also that get communicated there.
yeah, one group is enough. We don't need to
Add
add
you there. Yeah.
Yeah, if you share the link there, I think it's enough for everybody. Thank you. That's it. May I leave? I'll just check the chat. Somebody has asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, got it. Right. Okay.
Thank you very much.